Knowledge builds on knowledge. And another book by Daniel Willingham called Why Don't Students Like School explained that if you want children to leave school with those higher order thinking skills, critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, you don't get children to have those skills if you just try and teach them directly, because they're not transferable, and all skills come from the knowledge. So what Willingham says is that the working memory is very small. You can only handle 5 or 6 new pieces of information at once. So if I gave you a phone number, you could probably recite it back. If I gave you 35 phone numbers and said, please recite it back, not a chance. So, but the working memory is where those higher order thinking skills take place. And people say, children don't need knowledge, they can just look it up. But once you've looked up 10 things, you'll have forgotten the first 5 in your working memory. And you need more than 10 things to critically think. You need tens of thousands of pieces of knowledge accumulated over a lifetime to be able to think critically and solve problems and to be creative. So Willingham and Hirsch say that an education system is about making sure children have copious amounts of knowledge in their long-term memory. And that's what we introduce in our curriculum in England. And it's why I go around the world talking to other education ministers about their reform programs to make sure that knowledge is still an important part of the curriculum in countries around the world, despite the advent of AI and Google. If you want our next generation to be the problem solvers and critical thinkers who can solve the problems facing our planet, then they need to have knowledge of science, knowledge of the humanities, knowledge of law, and knowledge of mathematics and literature. So that's the essence of the book. Thank you so much for inviting me to this such an exciting country. This is the first time I've been to Mumbai. It's my 7th visit to India, but the first time in Mumbai. And everywhere in Mumbai, it's scaffolding and construction. This is a city of great economic growth. It's a country of great economic growth, 7% a year. We would dream of 7% growth in England. We have 1% or 2% if we're lucky in economic growth. So it's exciting to be here. Thank you so much for being so welcome.
Thank you, sir. That was indeed insightful.